in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Lake. It's the Army Black Knights and the Temple Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, to Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Black Knights ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Temple's offense will go on the attack first. And here's the running back that will be the centerpiece of the ground game. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
How good has this guy been early this year? Sort of a dark horse. No one really talking about this guy in the Heisman talk or the Doak Walker talk for the nation's outstanding running back. He has just been carving through defenses early this year. This is a rising star in this offense, David, that people can no longer ignore.
And I love what the coaches said about him. It's the attitude every day. He always worked hard. Like all through the preseason, they saw it. They saw some glimpses of this guy could be really special. And then once the game started, it continued to add up, and he truly has come out of absolutely nowhere.
On the option. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. They bring him down. The option 1-2 perfection, and it will move the chains.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Pulls it. The pitch. Could be an alley. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has his defense's head spinning with the option.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking downfield, it's Shepard trying to make magic on the scramble. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And those last 2 plays are indicative of what you get. Like a great running quarterback that can run the football. Sometimes he's going to make plays, and then sometimes you get to him and you get his butt on the ground, Palmer.
Yeah, I think the defense is kind of thinking, hey, okay, fool me once, fine. You're not going to fool me twice, though. And I think on that play, you saw the defense just play a little bit more under control, able to corral that guy, get him down for the sack.
Keeps it himself. Now the pitch.
The second down pass towards the back is incomplete. Third down coming up.
Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On the move. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. After the whistle, there is a man who has yet to leave the field, and they'll check on him. And is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the edge. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's 4th down. Like, 4th down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. 1st down, 2nd down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
The option, he'll keep it. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. Powers through the defender. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the 1st down. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looks as if he's going to run it. Here's a little room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Long way to go on 2nd down. Drops back. It's Shepard. He'll pull it down and run. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Owls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Rush right in his face. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Owls come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On the option. He'll toss it. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue 22.
Pulls it. He'll pitch it. There he goes. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeps it himself. He'll do it himself. The handoff. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Playing the option man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, but you got to pass those tests.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Go.
Looking for the edge. Quick toss. Got a little grass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
To throw, it's done. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over him. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Moves to his right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Just got rid of that one.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete 4th down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Owls! Great job by the back on the option. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
Move. Go. Kill, kill. 528 cruise. 528 cruise.
On the option. He is stopped short in the gamble on the two to try to go on top. Comes up short. From inside the 15, here's the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Black Knights offense will go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Snap on first down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it. Pulls it on the option. Fights off a defender. Makes one man miss. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top, and his throw is incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Shepard. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. And here comes the offense on second down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. After the run, now to throw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Shepard. Look out! Being chased. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Temple hoping to convert on fourth down.
Ready? Blue 30. Blue.
They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Myers on the move. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
The give to the big fullback. Sweet cut there. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Snaps on fourth down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 5 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Texas A&M on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC. Back now to your game inside the Link. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Link, Lincoln Financial Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with the Army head coach coming out of the locker room. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready. Red 54, red 54. Ready to go.
Soften him up with a run, now to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Second down to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Fires deep on the run. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Army! They take the lead here in the second half.
And the big play starts with the protection up front. This takes a long time to develop. He's going to start all the way on the right side, run all the way across the field, so you got to have protection. He hangs in there, throws the football perfectly. The big play, the big touchdown.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
9.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Shepard. Here comes the heat. On the move and looking. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. They're all over it. Past the 40. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Drops back on first down. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. Rush right in his face. Trying to buy time. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Nowhere to go, and he's going to lose a couple on 4th and 2.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And listen, the fullback's not going to run deep routes, and he's not going to be a speedster or blazer, but keeping you honest, making you defend the whole field, everybody on the field. Just keep working, and maybe the big fella will get you something later.
Floats it out in space. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Making his first move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. Showing off the arms. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Trying to get the corner. Now the toss. Might have a chance. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
139 out the slot. 130 ready, but hard.
Going to the running game. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There were people.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Touchdown, Owls! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Army has it back, and the offense ready to go. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late.
Here we go, ready, go.
Pulled it, finds his man on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. On the option. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they turn it into a defensive score. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
Yeah, you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
Couldn't make his way in. The 2-point conversion fails, and we still have a 5-point game here in the 4th.
16.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Back to throw, it's done. Flips it out in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Pulls it. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going to take off. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job closing in on him and getting him on the ground.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Got him right there. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Scanning the field, it's Shepard. Gonna try to get it himself. Big play on the scramble, got out of bounds, stopped the clock, picked up the 1st down, and now they'll try to find a way to score. Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down 1 score, time winding down. What is better than this? He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. He's looking to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Temple! They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
A single extra point doesn't help you much at this stage, so they'll go for 2 and try to push it out to a field goal late. Rushes on. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Fresh center downs going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that.
He'll take the deep shot. He had that one slipped to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it.
Let it go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.